Violent weather has exacted a heartbreaking toll this spring. The rate of tornado deaths in the U.S. rapidly outpacing last year. And tonight, another community and state are reeling in the aftermath of a deadly strike. People in McLean County, Oklahoma, found themselves in the literal path of disaster as a massive funnel cloud bore down last evening. At least 3 lives were lost in what the Weather Service has now classified an EF3 tornado that left people trapped, ripped apart homes and businesses, and took out power for thousands. Powerful winds from that same system tossing about small aircraft in Missouri. The Oklahoma fatalities bringing to 66 the number of tornado deaths this year, close to surpassing the 71 we see in an average year. And this evening, more potential trouble on the horizon.
At least 85 have been killed while hundreds have been injured in Yemen during a stampede incident. The deadly stampede broke out in Yemen's capital, Sana'a, during a charity distribution, according to the Houthi officials. Reports say that the incident happened inside a school where aid was being distributed. According to the officials, more than 322 people were injured, and those dead include women and children. The dead and injured have been moved to nearby hospitals. The Interior Ministry has said that those responsible for the distribution have been taken into custody as well. Authorities have called for an investigation here. Heavy security has been deployed around the area as people are rushing to the scene hoping to locate relatives. However, they have been barred from accessing the site.
This badly cracked reservoir bed in Catalonia, Spain, speaks of a wider problem the country is facing: the devastating after effects of droughts. They have inflicted damage on 60% of the Spanish countryside, with crops like wheat and barley likely to fail entirely in 4 seasons. Last month, the country's weather agency said 3 years of very low rainfall and high temperatures have put Spain officially into long-term drought. While Spain's long-term drought is causing irreversible losses to crops, wider Europe, as well as parts of East and North Asia and the west coast of South America, are suffering a similar problem: flash droughts. A relatively new phenomenon. They develop very quickly, often only in a number of weeks, so forecasters find them difficult to predict. Professor Justin Sheffield worked alongside the UK's Met Office on a global report which found that flash droughts are developing more rapidly. He says this is due to sudden drops in rainfall and precipitation, as well as high temperatures and loss of soil moisture. The report finds this is mainly due to climate change, and there are many parts of the world which will be affected. These types of droughts will be felt intensely in North and East Asia, as well as Europe. With many parts of Europe and the rest of the world suffering debilitating heat waves, flash droughts could and do inflict devastation on farmers and crops, as well as water supplies.
Can you hear the birds? They are going crazy. Wow.
And a rare hybrid solar eclipse blotted out the sun over parts of Australia and Oceania overnight. The rare cosmic event lasted about 3 hours, while the moment of totality, when the moon completely blocks out the sun, lasted for 58 seconds. This particular event caused both a total eclipse and a partial or annular eclipse, depending on where it was viewed from, hence the hybrid title. Unfortunately, it was not viewable from Canada, but we won't have to wait long before we get a chance to see an eclipse of our own. A partial eclipse will take place over North America this fall.